There is one word in Luo that carries the weight of 1,000 promises. Ayie. It means I agree. And when that word was spoken, everything changed. The Ayie ceremony was the first formal step in the marriage process. The man arrived with gifts, primarily for the mother of the bride. This was Ayie in its original sense, a gift brought to the mother's house as the first act of respect and intention. The girl's mother received the gifts. Then the girl herself was called into the room. Her mother asked her one question. Ka oyie tedo? Meaning, do you agree to marry? The girl said one word, Ayie, meaning I agree. And then she left the room. Her role in that moment was complete. Her friends, not her, took over the hosting of the guests from that point. Simple, dignified, permanent. The man did not come to the Ayie empty-handed. He brought gifts for the old men, gifts for the young men, gifts that signaled his seriousness and his readiness to take on the responsibility of a wife. If a man could not afford all the gifts at once, he could make a promise, a single. He would leave behind his own clothes as a token of that promise, a physical guarantee that he would return with what was owed. When the Ayie was complete and it was time to leave, the bride walked with the guests to the gate. No further. She stopped at the boundary of her home and turned back. She was not yet his, but she was no longer fully free. Luo marriage happened in two parts, both involving the payment of bride price. The first payment, the Ayie, went to the mother of the bride. The second, the dowry part, went to the father. The bride price was not a purchase, it was a covenant, a demonstration of value, of commitment, of the groom's ability to care for what he was receiving. It was paid according to the capacity of the groom. The Luo did not demand what a man could not give, but a chief's daughter required more cattle, and a chief's son was expected to pay more. In the past, bride price was paid in beads, hoes, spears, axes, and iron products. Over time, cattle became the primary currency. Once received by the bride's family, the wealth was shared, uncle to uncle, brother to brother, each relative receiving according to their relationship to the bride. The bride price also created a bond that outlasted the wedding. It maintained the wife's connection to her own family throughout her life. It was not simply a transaction, it was a living thread between two clans. The bride stayed in her parents' home until the dowry, or at least half of it, had been paid. Only then did she move to her husband. In some cases, a poor groom might have children with his wife while she still lived with her parents, waiting for the payment to be completed. Ayie, one word, one ceremony, one agreement that set everything in motion. In the next episode, one of the most dramatic traditions in all of Luo marriage, the ceremonial abduction of the bride, called the Meko. You are not ready for it. This is Echoes of the Luo. Erokamano Ayie.